Very good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for having me here. Uh, as you can see, I'm not from the steel industry at all. I work for an organization which basically deals with logistics in the national waterways. So we are not directly concerned with steel, but in a way, we are concerned with everything else because we are trying to make the maximum use of the waterways in the country, which has so far been underutilized. The modal share right now we have of inland waterways is just about 2%, which is abysmally low, particularly for a country which derives its name for a river from a river. We hardly utilize our national waterways. It has been mainly in the last 10 years that we have started laying emphasis on the use of the national waterways for moving of cargo as well as passengers, but a long way to go. So I'll take you very quickly through my presentation, which will mainly focus on the interventions that we have made from the IWAI, as well as I will also touch upon the prospects of the steel industry. So just to give you a brief outlook about the organization that I am representing, IWAI, it was formed in the year 1986 through an act of parliament, and it's, in a nutshell, its mandate is development and regulation of the waterways, which have been declared as national waterways, and there are 111 of them in the country. The total length is about 20,000 kilometers, and the navigable length is about 14,500 kilometers. And 27 national waterways have been found suitable for cargo movement and additional 24 for passenger movement. You can see on your screen how the traffic has been rising, which it's still nowhere near the optimal, but we've been making efforts. And last fiscal, we did about 126 metric million tons of cargo. The other slide, the pie chart, gives you the breakup. It's mainly national waterways are used for bulk commodities, so it's mainly the fly ash, stone aggregates, and iron ore, which comprises the maximum percentage of it. This is a pie chart giving the breakup of the commodities. Iron ore is substantial. This particular movement is happening mainly in the western region in Maharashtra, mainly the plant of JSW at Dharamtar. So a lot of iron ore and some amount of finished product also gets moved on the Amba River for the captive plant, the captive jetty of JSW there. Some of the interventions that we have made, the first and foremost requirement for any movement on the national waterways is the available depth of the water. So what we call the fairway development, the maintenance of LAD. LAD is the least available depth, which is being maintained by all the national waterways, and also on the IBP. IBP is the Indo-Bangladesh Protocol routes, because that's the only country where we have direct river connectivity. We have connectivity with Nepal and Bhutan, but those rivers are not really navigable. But with Bangladesh, we have a good connectivity. Various operational models of dredging through departmental dredgers and also through contract. We have our own dredgers, and also we give contracts on O&M basis. Infrastructure development and maintenance. We have developed several multimodal terminals. I'll come to that in one of the later slides. In addition to that, we have community jetties. 60 plus community jetties have been built, which are used by the local population, and both for movement of local cargo as well as passengers. Connectivity with road has been ensured. Partnership with private entities for private efficient operation and maintenance of terminals. Implementing navigational aid, which is also very important for ensuring safe and well-marked routes, increasing the fleet of cargoes, and adoption of eco-friendly mode of transport. These are some of the pictures of the interventions of the jetties that we have built. This is mainly in National Waterway 1, which is the Ganga Bhagirathi Hooghly stretch, and also some on River Brahmaputra. These are funded by World Bank through a soft loan, through a program called JMVP, which is Jal Marg Vikas Project. We have also introduced a quick pontoon opening system, because that is one of the obstructions in the movement of navigation, because there are a lot of pontoons on these bridges which take a lot of time to open up. So this quick opening system will open them up in about 15 minutes, whereas right now it's taking about 2 to 3 hours. Fairway development I have already touched upon. These are some of the multimodal terminals that we have developed at Varanasi, Sahibganj, Haldia, Kalughat, Farakka, and some of the infrastructure that we have as part of the India's Act East policy, we have been developing our infrastructure in the northeast. So we have built a road to our terminal at Pandu. Pandu is basically Guwahati. It's called Pandu Terminal. We have built a ship repair facility, cargo terminal, and then we also have a terminal at Karimganj, very close to the Bangladesh border, as well as on Badarpur at Barak River. Floating jetties. We also have a skill development center. We are almost through with the construction of the multimodal terminal at Jogigopa, which is between Guwahati and Dhubri, very close to Bhutan. So the cargo bound and coming from Bhutan can utilize that. And floating terminals at Sonamura, which is in Tripura. We also have regulatory framework in place, and the Inland Vessels Bill 2021 was passed by the Parliament in 2021 August, which streamlines various procedures. I will not dwell too much on this. We also have information dissemination system called the CARDI portal, cargo data. This is available for anyone. So if you want to see how much is the data moving on each national waterway, you can just click on the graphs. It will show you the breakup and various other navigational aids also, which support web-based and Android apps and backup data storage facilities. Now coming to the potential for steel industries by using the waterways, you can see the movement of steel products has been rising over the years. And in 2023, it was about 37 million metric tons. Potential OD pairs for the steel industry logistics on national waterways. These are some of the ones, not an exclusive list. In the northeast region, Indo-Bangladesh protocol route, National Waterway 2, which is Brahmaputra, National Waterway 97, which is Sundarban area. We have calculated about 1.5 million metric ton per annum. NW5 is on the east coast, Odisha and Bengal, about 2. This is where Tata Steel plant is also located. And some amount of cargo can move through Nepal as well, through the waterways. This is the potential OD pairs, which the steel industry can perhaps utilize. You can see on the screen various factories which are located of the iron and steel industry and the waterway connectivity, both within the country and also to the northeast using the Indo-Bangladesh protocol route and connecting the mainland to the northeastern states. Some of the comparative advantages of the movement by inland waterways for steel would be the small carrying capacity of trucks is not suitable for the needs of the industry. Insufficient parcel size, rail and road have limited flexibility. There is insufficient rakes available, and the warehousing challenges. So all these things can be addressed by using the national waterways. The way forward, gentlemen, would be infrastructure development, PPPs, technological innovation, skill development, policy support, logistics integration, of course taking care of the environment as well, and also educating the stakeholders on market awareness. So that in a nutshell completes my presentation. I hope I was able to give the broad outline of the work which we do and some amount of potential that I highlighted for the steel industry. We have a long way to go, as I said at the outlet. The two major challenges is available of adequate depth, because most of our rivers are rain fed. So we have to continuously keep the LAD available through dredging. And second and equally important challenge is the availability of vessels, where if there is a risk appetite from the industry, that can be addressed through financing as well as investment by the private sector. Thank you very much.